show where our favorite
and I'm
Chris
excited
Hill.
that I'm over here today with Chef Chris Hill from Bachelor Kitchen because I'm a chicken and waffles fan. And so when you said you were doing this and you're putting a little twist on your batter and how you're cooking this up, I'm excited. How'd you get the inspiration to do chicken and waffles for us today?
Well, I'm from Atlanta, and I heard the LA shout out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think Gladys
Gladys
Chicken
Knight,
and Waffles
she
in
does have her
Atlanta is
chicken-
maybe like the original.
I'm going to be in Atlanta in a couple weeks. I might have to stop by over there.
You should, right there on Peachtree. Anyway, I love both of these. Waffles, chicken, fried chicken, can't go wrong.
So I put it together.
Exactly,
Put it all
and
together.
you do it this way, it's nice and airy and crispy, almost like a tempura batter. Tell you a little bit about the difference between a pancake and a waffle batter and how you shouldn't use a pancake to make waffles and all that good stuff. So.
All right. It's smelling delicious in here. I can't wait. Perfect breakfast food. All right. Don't go away. We're just getting started. Chris is over there on my cell phone. Chris, hey.
Oh, I know. Is this rude? Wow, I cannot believe the things you do on your cell phone.
You've got work to do.
I'm sorry, that's right. Don't go away. We're just getting started on the Hampton Road Show this morning. Coming up in our Entertainment Express, we'll get the scoop on all the great new movies out in theaters this weekend. But first, we'll meet Miss Mimi from My Top Matchmaker. She'll tell us about what she does to bring people together for love. Alrighty, and it's time now for today's pop quiz trivia. Get your thinking caps on. Today's winner will receive 2 gold circle seats plus VIP parking and club passes to see Rascal Flatts next Sunday night at Farm Bureau Live at Virginia Beach. It is a $207 value. And here's the question. Rascal Flatts is featured on the soundtrack for what Disney film? Toy Story, Cars, or Wreck-It Ralph? You know the answer. Log on to thehamptonroadshow.com and click on the pop quiz trivia box on our homepage to enter. It's Friday, everybody.
Count to 10 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Happy Friday. We're back now in the kitchen with Chef Chris Hill from Bachelor Kitchen, and he's making his unique version of chicken and waffles. Where are we going to get started? I mean, I know you made a little plate up here, which is it's calling me, but we've got to go back to the basics, back to step one. So how do we put this all together?
Well, I've kind of gotten the batter started, and I actually have some here because you want to let it sit for a couple minutes. But maybe I'll let you finish off. You want to add all the dry ingredients.
Okay.
Already in here, I have some kosher salt, some sugar. That's some baking powder.
Okay.
Add that. That's about a tablespoon or so.
Just about. You want me to eyeball this? Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. I don't know, is that about right? Okay.
And here I have a couple eggs whisked in there with some buttermilk. Mm-hmm. Add that butter, which is already melted.
To this mixture.
Yep. And then,
so tell us about your batter. What makes this batter? What's going to make it stick, and what's going to make
so a pancake versus a waffle batter. Mm-hmm. Pancakes are a lot fluffier, almost like you think cakes, right? Mm-hmm. Waffles are going to be a little bit crispy, and we want them kind of crispy and have a little bit more airy, thicker texture to them. The way we achieve that is through eggs and also through the higher fat content, which here we're using butter because we're from the South, and that's how we roll.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And also to this mixture, I add a little bit of vanilla extract and a little bit of maple syrup.
Oh, so you already put it in the syrup in there?
Yep. And it's just gonna kind of hang out. And once they're all mixed together, you can add that bowl to this bowl.
All of it, all right.
And we'll have this batter, which we have right here.
And you said you want to let it thicken?
You just want to let it kind of hang out and rest for a couple minutes, come up to room temperature.
Okay, so it's not like something you got to do way ahead of time.
No, maybe 5-10 minutes or so.
All right.
And then if we're doing this the way I'm doing with the chicken waffles, you're gonna take some oil. You don't want to fill your pan or your pot too high because you add the chicken, it's gonna expand and you end up redecorating your kitchen.
All right, so the chicken, do you want to pre-cook the chicken before you put it in the batter and all that?
I have some chicken here that I add a little bit of spice to because when I do a fried chicken, I like to add a little bit of hot sauce, like the buttermilk.
You can use any piece of chicken you want, or should
Anything
it be
like.
chicken breast? Keep it healthy because it's fried.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like where you're going with that though. So yeah, I have some chicken breast here, but you can use a whole chicken, the legs, really anything you'd like. But yeah, I went ahead and cooked it off. I slow cooked it about 300 degrees for about an hour or so, really just until they're done. Let them cool off so then you can actually add them to the batter here, which I'll probably do in the next segment. But the oil here, we're gonna bring up to 350 degrees. And then if you're not quite sure, your thermometer's not quite reading right, you can just add a little bit of batter and kind of test it out.
It's a little trick.
And it should bubble up like it's doing right there.
So when it bubbles like that, you know it's ready.
Yep.
Now, again, going back to the chicken, I see you also, so you slow cooked it for about an hour.
Yep.
And then you also season a little bit. What are the seasonings you put on there?
I just used a kind of like a Cajun seasoning, like a little bit of salt, pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper, a little bit of chili powder, some paprika, some thyme. Really kind of use whatever you'd like. It's really up to you how you like.
Right, because what's the trick? I mean, because sometimes you'll see chicken, it'll look great, and maybe the batter, the coating, but once you get to that, then the chicken just has no flavor.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. If you're just gonna fry chicken, my one piece of advice would be to brine it overnight. That way, when you fry it or you cook it, it keeps the moisture locked in.
Gotcha.
Here we're gonna just slow cook it, so it's gonna retain that anyway, and then we'll just flash fry it for about 3 minutes or so. You'll see it'll be nice and golden brown like that, and then we'll finish it up.
So we're gonna so coming up a little bit later, we're gonna actually be getting the coating on the chicken.
Yeah, which is actually what I'll do right now. I'll just go ahead and coat it.
And then, so what happens then the rest of the batter, then that's how you make the waffles?
Yeah, just whatever's left over for,
all right,
for the waffles.
That's a great way, you know, because sometimes you're doing batters and you're coating the chicken and then you have that left over. It's hate to go to waste. So
exactly.
In this case, we're going to turn that into waffles and we'll have a chicken and waffles.
That's right. And
I
just
like
a little
it.
bit of maple syrup and.
All right, so we'll
be
keep the pan hot. We'll keep the oil hot. We'll get our chicken coated, and a little bit later, we're going to fry it all up.
Roll our sleeves
and make
up.
this breakfast feast. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
People lead busy lives, often leaving little time to date. That's where a professional matchmaker can help. Joining us now is Miss Mimi from mytopmatchmaker.com to tell us how she and her colleagues can help. Miss Mimi, welcome to the Hampton Road Show.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so mytopmatchmaker.com, how is this different than an online dating service?
Very different.
Yes.
The difference is that online dating, people are talking to people they don't even know. They don't even know if it's a man or if it's a woman, how old this person is, whether or not they have even a job. But with me, you come to see me personally, I spend a great deal of time with you, about an hour, hour and a half, and get to really know you and verify that you are who you say you are. I get your driver's license, I do a drug test, and I also do a criminal background check. Which is very important.
Which is very important. And so you are helping singles across Hampton Roads. Tell me about some of the people you might be helping.
Oh, I help a variety of people that are in the Hampton Roads area. A lot of people who may be just re-entering the dating scene and haven't been out there for a while and looking to meet someone nice and new and not sure where to go. You don't want to go to the bars. You don't want to go just meet somebody on the streets. So this is a wonderful way to meet other people who are in the same mind frame as you are, is looking for a potential partner, hopefully a life lifetime partner.
Is there an age group that you're working with, or?
Age is great. My average is probably between the ages of 40 to 75. But I have some people older, believe it or not, and I have some younger people as well. But majority of the people are going to be in that age group.
I'm sure you have so many success stories. What are some of the pitfalls or some of the problems that people are doing trying to find that perfect match?
Oh, oftentimes I believe that finding the perfect match takes time. So you have to allow somebody a second chance. The first date's always going to be fun and exciting. However, we need to give that person a second chance and see them in a different light. So maybe on the second date, we'll do an activity of some sort. So it's not a dinner sort of situation. But at the very beginning, I do suggest a restaurant for you guys to meet and get to know one another.
So, so if you've met with both sides,
yes,
you are the matchmaker, so you can kind of tell which matches will work.
Absolutely. I spend enough time with them, or with you, and then with the other person, and so I have an idea of, okay, these two people will really click, and I think they'll have a great time. So I always say, worst case scenario, you meet a new friend, but best case scenario, you might meet somebody who's going to change the rest of your life.
Okay, so you're going to be joining us every Friday from here on out. That's exciting. That's good stuff. So if anybody out there, if you're having trouble finding the right match, Miss Mimi can help you with that. Any promotions you're offering?
Absolutely. Anybody who mentions the Hampton Road Show can come in, and I will give you an additional match when you come to see me, or a free consultation.
Very nice. That's awesome. Thank you, Miss Mimi.
Thank you.
Miss Mimi is mytopmatchmaker.com, connecting singles here in the Hampton Roads area. You can get in touch at 818-0192. Once again, it's mytopmatchmaker.com. Thank you, Miss Mimi.
Thank you. Good luck.
Time to check in with the Buzz Center, and this morning people are talking about cell phones.
Really?
Mobile use. You know, hey, you can even do dating via phones these days because there's apps for all that, and you can get matched up just, at the click, at the swipe of a picture on your phone.
One-on-one consultation. There's nothing like getting that right connection, knowing that that person is actually the person you think they are.
Right, yeah, because on these things, you could be whoever you want to be.
That's right.
You could be whoever you want to be on your phone.
That's right. Yeah, I'm sure there's some nightmare stories that happen with that phone right there. We're trying to match.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking cell phone pet peeves.
Because
etiquette
cell phones,
with the phone?
Yeah, they've invaded our way of life, and they were doing this study down a street in Washington, D.C. of, 2 lanes. Would you pick the lane with no cell phones? That would be the safe lane. Or the lane where you can use your phone, but it's kind of like take it at your own risk.
I do get a kick out of seeing people on their cell phones like bump into things and boom, run into a pole.
But there's also been crazy stories where people have like been walking down the street and fell in a like, what are those holes called? Like a sewer hole or whatever.
Toilet.
Getting hurt.
Yeah, that never happens.
That's not good.
So we just want to know, what are your cell phone pet peeves? Mike B says, by putting my phone on vibrate, lucky I don't get too many phone calls. Pet peeve is people who think they have to talk louder on a cell phone. Yeah, I know. When people yell into a cell phone, I mean, really?
I don't know. I'm definitely aware of those around me because I don't want everyone hearing my combo.
I know some people that are really loud talkers, especially get on that phone. They just start screaming into it.
They're totally oblivious to any other people. All right, so Amanda says, being a bartender, I dislike customers who expect you to wait on them but make you wait while they finish their text or call. I now tell them that when they're ready to speak with me, I will return. I do have other customers after all.
I know. People who are in line, on the phone, checking out, online, in
I
line,
know.
checking out.
I always try to get off the phone if I happen to be on the phone when I'm checking out.
Wait, just hold on. Wait a second.
And then everybody behind you.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
I took the dog out already, okay? Is it okay? No, we don't want to hear that. All right, so thank you for buzzing in this morning.
Yeah, and what are you going to be doing this weekend?
Lots of baseball. We'll talk about that.
You going to bring your cell phone?
Absolutely. I won't be rude, I promise.
All right. Well, you know what? There's something for everyone at the movies this weekend. Don't bring your phone.
That's right. Here's Ashley Dvorkin with a preview in our Entertainment Express.
There she burns, fellas!
The family-friendly animated sequel Planes, Fire and Rescue flies into theaters, following Dusty and friends on a new 3D adventure.
It's an actual fire?
Dane Cook returns as Dusty. Other recognizable voices telling the tale include Ed Harris, Julie Bowen, and Curtis Armstrong.
At the siren, all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 hours. All emergency services will be suspended.
Keeping with the Summer of Sequels trend,
Oh my god.
The Purge Anarchy returns for scary moviegoers, with its story of another group trying to survive the one night all crimes are legal.
Honey, hurry erase that video.
I'll erase it, babe.
For those seeking R-rated comedy, Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel star in Sex Tape, as a couple who race to stop the world from seeing their home movie after it accidentally goes viral.
You guys ready to have some fun?
Expanding to more theaters is Richard Linklater's Boyhood, an indie shot over the course of 12 years, following a child growing up. It stars Ethan Hawke, Patricia Arquette, and newcomer Eller Coltrane.
You cannot legislate the power of God.
The political drama Persecuted tackles scandal, corruption, religious persecution, all in one film. It stars James Remar, Senator Fred Thompson, and Gretchen Carlson.
We don't mean any harm!
They're all up against the new #1 movie at the box office, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
I can do this.
You're not certified.
Just give him a shot.
He's not certified.
From soaring planes to blockbuster champs, Hollywood continues to present a wide variety for the 2014 summer movie season. In New York, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
I love that Planes movie. It looks so cute.
Do you? I gotta be honest. I'm kind of just
Planet
this is
of the
me.
Apes?
I'm just kind of tired of the planes and cars
Why?
and shows. I don't know.
Oh, you know,
That's
but the
just
kids
me.
never get tired. And my son is super into airplanes right now.
That is
Everywhere we go,
definitely for the young ones.
airplane.
Definitely
So
for the young ones. But hey, check this out. Tune in on Monday as our film critic Stephanie Cook joins us with her review of Planes, Fire,
I think
and
it's going to get 5
Rescue.
cookies. It looks
You
like
think
a
so?
good one. I don't know.
I'd
How
rather-
could you
I
go
wanted to
wrong?
see
How could
Planet
you
of
go
the
wrong?
Apes.
It's too
Come
cute.
on, Stephanie.
There's something jazzy happening in Norfolk this weekend.
That's
Wavy
right.
10 is proud to be the media sponsors for the Norfolk Waterfront Jazz Festival at Town Point Park. Starts tonight through Sunday. Come out and enjoy the music. And while you're there, say hi to our Wavy News 10 personalities.
That's right. Anita Blanton and Stephanie Harris will be there tonight. Nicole Livas and Tom Schaab will be there tomorrow night. And Don Roberts will be there Sunday evening. And Don Roberts is throwing out the first pitch tonight at the Norfolk Times
He's got a
game.
busy weekend.
Woo! Throw a strike. Still ahead on the Hampton Road Show. His new album is called Fire and Steel. Seth Stainback is here for Live Music Friday. We'll hear from him in just a bit.
Plus, comedian John Henton is headlining at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone this weekend, and he's stopping by to hang out with us this morning.
And don't forget our pop quiz. Today's winner will receive 2 Gold Circle seats plus VIP parking and club passes to see Rascal Flatts next Sunday night at Farm Bureau Live at Virginia Beach. It's a $207 value. Log on to thehamptonroadshow.com and click on the pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of your screen to enter.
This winter we were trying to come up with some new events for downtown Hampton, and we did the Rolling the Bowls.
Right. How'd that go?
And it went great last week. And then, so this one, wanted to do something like the Iditarod. We did the guys pull the sled. And me and Iditarod had a nice alliteration. I like it. So this will be the first one.
Who's with the Noble? Are you?
Al's with the new
Al? You want to talk about Noble?
Yeah.
All right. What's your last name, Al?
10 seconds.
Al Midget. Okay.
Stand by.
Our live audience today is here to tell us about a wacky, unique event that's happening for a great cause. It's called the Manditarod, and here to tell us more about this inaugural event and who it benefits is Carlisle Bland from Marker 20 Restaurant in Hampton. Carlisle, welcome to the Hampton Roadshow. Manditarod.
Yes, it's a sled race, kind of like the Iditarod, but instead of using dogs, we use guys to pull the sled. And it's to benefit the noblemen who do a lot of work with all the children's charities in Hampton Roads. So it'll be not this Saturday, Saturday the 26th.
Okay.
From 4 to 6, we'll build the sleds. You have to bring your own supplies. We'll have power and stuff. And then from 6 on, we'll race. We'll do 2 heats and then a final.
So these are the rolling sleds through the streets of Hampton.
Yeah.
All by men.
Yep.
All by men.
Girls can pull too if they want.
Okay. Girl Ditarod?
Yeah. Well, we'll just use the basis, man. But
Okay,
however
but
you want to do it.
sounds like fun. The idea came about how?
Well, we're for the downtown Hampton Black Party. We're always trying to keep new wacky events going on, and so we've done the Rolling of the Bulls in the past and the Freaky Kontiki, and this is a new one we're trying this year for the first time. It hasn't been done anywhere.
Any rules?
Yes, all the rules are on hamptonblackparty.com. It's 4 people have to pull the sled. 1 person has to ride the sled. The course is about 4/10 of a mile long.
Okay, so the rules are have fun.
And the entry fee is $25, but all of that goes to the nobleman.
And speaking of Nobleman, this is Al Midget with the Nobleman. Tell me about Nobleman and what your cause is.
Well, we're a local group of men and women that support kids. We're a platform for philanthropy, throw a lot of events here in Hampton Roads, and all of the revenue stream goes back to our community supporting local kids.
When you say support kids, in what way?
Well, Christmas is a huge thing. 3,000 kids get Christmas for us. We have 1,600 kids get Scholastic dictionaries. Every month we have a number of people that contact our organization and say, what can we do? Right now we're working on adaptive bikes for some special needs kids. So it's all about local kids and helping local businesses get to them.
It sounds like a great event, and you can help out the Noblemen and the kids that they support. It is the inaugural Hampton Manditarod. It is next Saturday, July 26th, from 4 to 7. Benefits the Noblemen. For more information, call 291-1408 or visit thenobleman.org or hamptonblockparty.com. Carlisle, Alan, all you guys, have a great weekend. Sounds like a fun time.
Cool, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Still ahead on the Hampton Roads Show this Friday, comedian John Henton is here. We're going to goof off with him right after this break. And there he is. Hey!
LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try not to ask him about hot topics so he can talk about it in the bus.
Yes. Yes.
We can talk to him about the dating thing. You have comments about dating?
Dating?
Being matchmakers?
No.
So we'll do this segment and then we'll wrap up and we'll come back with hot topics.
Okay.
Did you have a show yesterday?
Yes.
How'd that go?
Great crowd. Yeah. Always good crowd.
10? Yeah. 5 seconds? Welcome back to the Hampton Road Show, everybody. He's been on the television shows Living Single and The Hughleys, and he's even graced Johnny Carson and Jay Leno's couch. So clearly, comedian John Henton knows plenty about laughter. Welcome back to the Hampton Road Show, John.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
It's good to see you, man. How you been? Tell me what's up in your world.
Just traveling around, just doing the jokes. Got a chance to do a cruise ship. Which, comedy cruise ship, which was fun. I enjoyed it. It was my first time on, and there's certain rules though, because the food is free. You got to go to the buffet, which is nice.
There's no rules. You can keep going back.
Yeah, you can keep going back. But the thing is, when you go to the buffet line, you have to be aggressive. Because there are people that have been on before and they sense weakness.
They know.
They would jump on you
That's
immediately.
Right. Eat or be eaten.
I'm trying to be kind. Like my first breakfast there, and I see an older lady. I try to get out of the way. She elbows me for the omelet. Right?
Wow.
So I hip checked her in the dessert cart at lunch. I got
You
and she said, "I bet not see you at dinner." I was like, "Oh, I'll be at dinner." But I didn't go because it was a gang of them.
You didn't go because you went to the other place to eat because you didn't
Exactly.
want to have that confrontation.
Yeah.
How would you describe the people on a cruise ship?
But this was a comedy cruise, so was it everybody on the ship was there for?
Yeah, well, they had comedy, but it was just regular families and exotic, beautiful women. It was nice. I enjoyed it.
Beautiful women.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh, yes.
Beautiful women. All right, so listen, we'll stray from there. You're a married man, right?
No. No. So I'm just.
So he's fine talking
I'm
about
just
it.
enjoying it.
FindMatchmaker.com. I mean, we could hook you up, man. You ever done the online dating thing?
No, I haven't.
You trust it?
I haven't tried it. I have a pretty decent luck on my own. So
How about you're a comedian, right?
Tried it. Yeah, so you go to the shows and you get a chance to meet folks.
So he's saying he doesn't have any problems. He doesn't need extra help.
I'm okay.
But maybe you could be. How they always have those shows where they like to pair like celebrities or just people that are known with others. You don't think you would ever try it? I mean, I know you said you don't have any problems, but
yeah, I would try it. Sure. It'd be fun, just get out there and just meeting singles and, mingling and
Give it a shot. Okay, well,
I have no problem with that.
Here's your chance for your profile, man. Your on TV online profile. Tell us about yourself, John.
Well,
I think Love Connection.
I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I've traveled extensively. I do stand up. So I have a joke or two. I've done a few TV shows, in case you hadn't noticed. I've done Living Single, The Hughleys, episode of Cops. I'm not proud of that one, but I just like to laugh and have fun. So, hey, call me.
Hey, listen, I did catch up that Cleveland
I
thing.
caught that too.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Are you a Cleveland fan?
Sure.
Are you excited about the developments with that
developments?
certain
Is something
superstar?
happening?
There's a certain.
Something
there's actually
happening?
two superstars.
Certain star.
You've got in football. You got a potential
we got
superstar,
Johnny
and then you have
football.
a
Come on,
existing
we don't want to talk about Johnny.
No,
LeBron's
you know,
coming, man. What are you
just
saying?
saying.
Well, football season's coming up first. And
But
then,
LeBron's coming back.
But look, Cleveland is Brownstown. And that's important. See, we've got to have, good football in Cleveland. That's important. We got LeBron back, but he's supposed to be back. So that's where he belongs, and we're happy to have him back.
So you don't have any issues with his decision?
No, not at all. We're just happy in Cleveland. We're just happy to have him back because it's like we just want him to be just as miserable as we are. It's like that's the we don't like him down on South Beach having a good time. We want him freezing his butt off in Cleveland just like us.
That's right.
So we're good.
Well, Johnny Football, that's going to be fun too, man.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Hopefully he can get a job. But I like the other guy that they had, Hoyer. He did all right last year. So it might be, you might have to wait a little while for Johnny Football.
No, we're going to wait. We're going to talk a little bit more sports with John Henton here. He's going to stick around for the buzz. You going to hang out for a little bit?
Sure.
More dating advice from John Henton. You won't want to miss your chance to see John tonight through Sunday at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone. For tickets and information, call 213-5555 or log on to funnybonescentral.com. Stick around, John.
And still ahead on the Hampton Road Show this morning, he's performing one of the tracks from his new album, Fire and Steel. Seth Stainback is here for Live Music Friday. And we're going to check in with Chef Chris Hill from the Bachelor Kitchen to see how he's doing on those chicken and waffles.
And it's more with
When 2 is over here.
had a light and the shadow off of the prop of the is right on the counter. And I don't have enough space to move around. But yeah, when 2's there, I'm jacked up, but that's not something that I'm really concerned about. I can work around it.
1 minute.
We're going to the kitchen, then the buzz, and he'll toss it to you. And you close that door for me, please.
15.
I'm on Jake.
What? 10 seconds.
Not quite.
Stand by.
Pretty close.
Love that one.
Yeah, they need that.
Now with Chef Chris Hill from Bachelor Kitchen, and he's been working on these waffle-battered fried chicken breasts. And then he's also going to make some waffles on the side. And it's his own unique taste on this classic chicken and waffles. Would you call it a classic? I'd call it a classic because
yeah, it's definitely
it's
a developing
good.
Southern classic.
It
Absolutely.
is good.
That's right.
All right, so last time you were talking to us about the batter and how to get it just right.
That's right. I
And
think the
so
batter's
now-
ready. And I actually, during the break, I put some chicken in here, so it's marinating.
Mm-hmm.
And
And you just want to get a real good thick coat on there?
Yep, and then really shake off any excess because you don't want to, it's not going to really hurt anything too much, but you don't want to get the oil too cloudy.
Right.
So we're just
and these
gonna
chicken
go
breasts
ahead.
they're already pretty much cooked through.
They're
And now
cooked
we just want to get that golden brown,
That's right.
crispy goodness on the outside.
And you want that reaction right there.
Okay, so if it looks like that, you're doing it right.
And it's going to have almost a little tempura feel to it.
So how long are you leaving it in there? You just wait till it gets golden brown?
About 3 minutes or so. It's like 350, about 3 minutes. It'll be nice and golden brown.
Okay.
Really delicious. And then what I'm going to do is spoon a little bit of this into the waffle maker. When you're making
So
waffles, you want to make sure
we're
to
making
keep it
use
open.
of our leftover batter.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to make the actual
a
waffles.
A little bit of chicken flavored batter over here.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, and I love that's great. It's like you might think this is a breakfast dish, but really, I mean, you could eat this for dinner.
Super great, yeah.
Lunch, snack.
Definitely brunch. Great
Brunch.
hangover meal.
Oh, yeah.
So then we're just going to press that for actually about the same time, about 3 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
And
I guess you got to have a waffle maker, huh?
you do. I've tried to figure out a way to do it without one, and it was just
It
really
just
not
doesn't
a way.
work. All right.
And it also works out great for making waffle cones.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, you know, for folks that aren't familiar with your website and mybachelorkitchen.com, what kind of stuff you have on there?
All sorts of stuff. Most of my recipes are a little bit more health geared, not this one as much.
Okay.
But you know, I love cooking. I found my passion cooking at a young age, and love being able to share it with you guys and people all over the country. And so yeah, I have recipes, my food writing on there, and most of it's kind of Southern inspired, but definitely with international flavors, definitely reworked flavors and reworked dishes that are kind of mine. So.
Okay. Are there any like trends? Like, what do you have on there now? Is there something that at this point in time you're really into, a certain type of cuisine, or?
I really try and keep things really seasonal. So right now I try and keep things using fresh vegetables, fresh herbs, things that can come from the garden, as well as making cocktails using the same ingredients and having fun with that.
Okay. And so if we're talking chicken and waffles, which is probably good year round.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Do we need to pair it with some fruit? Does that work well, or is it just good as is?
With some fruit, I mean, makes you probably feel a little bit more health conscious,
like you've got the healthy component, right?
Yeah, or you could even add like some ground up like banana to your batter, or some berries. I mean, usually what I like to do also too is take some maple syrup, put it in a pan, and add a little bit of bourbon, and kind of cook it down so it gives that bourbon flavor. Cooks most of the bourbon out, but you get that nice flavor and a little hair of the dog feel.
Oh, okay.
So these are about done. I cooked one of these while we were away.
Okay, so we're gonna plate it up.
Yeah.
Those ones still look a little too
bit
light.
And then you can always just take a quick peek at the waffles here.
Oh, look at
And
those cooking up nicely.
Really, the trick with waffles too is you want to make sure that they're golden brown, but you also should be able to kind of pull them right out pretty easily.
Right, or else they're gonna rip if you do it
exactly.
too soon, and then that's no good. You got to start all over.
And you want to make sure they're nice and kind of crispy too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So let's give this one more try.
So what else have you been up to?
I,
Been traveling?
yep.
Enjoying your summer vacay?
I
or
have
is it a
been.
vacay?
I went down to Florida a
You're
couple weeks
always
ago.
working? Okay.
I gave a TED Talk a couple weeks ago, so that was pretty awesome. Got some other kind of irons in the fire, and hopefully can share that with you all soon. But yeah, just loving being in the restaurant. Yeah, I'm at my restaurant, Third Way Cafe, downtown Norfolk. Not quite every day, but there fairly often.
Just all kinds of involvement in food and cooking and
That's
everything
right.
around it. Okay, so you know what? You can always find Chris Hill at mybachelorkitchen.com. What do you have posted on there again? You have some of your food writing.
My food writing, a bunch
recipes.
of different videos from segments like
Kind of
this.
like how-tos?
Yeah, exactly. How-tos, different recipes, and just segments from different TV shows. You know, I'm here a lot and had the opportunity to do Jacksonville when I was down there a couple weeks ago. So.
All right, just drizzle that. Don't worry. We can put as much syrup as you want.
Exactly, right,
All right, so if you see this guy around town, say, hey, Bachelor Kitchen guy.
And ask
Thanks
me a
so
question.
much for
Shoot me an
being
email.
here.
Yep.